I'm back with another quick guide on how to attack and defend as Breach, and this time we're on Haven and we're gonna start over on A. If you're attacking A, there are 4 stuns. The first stun is just stunning long to challenge anyone peeking over here, usually an AWP, and also anyone trying to walk up long from the start, so like this. The second stun is trying to catch anyone peeking sewers, so you're gonna stun at an angle like this. This is usually done together with a jet dash or a neon slide. The third stun is lining up this corner together with backside, so like this. I think this is one of the best stuns on Haven because it lines up 2 of the most common spots on A and it often results in a successful A take. And the last stun is just a lineup for this corner plus backside, so like this. If you want to take sewers but you don't want to stun it, you can also flash this wall here. Or you can flash this wall for a long. Or behind this box to clear this corner and anyone waiting to swing from here. Or if your team is coming out of sewers, you can flash this wall. Or if you want to clear this corner, you can flash this box right here. Or you can just flash backside. If you're attacking A, the AF shot can go either behind this box right here, but I would only use this one if you actually know someone is there. Otherwise, I would clear this corner right here, or this corner, or use it backside together with flashes. In a post plan on A, there are 3 stuns. The first stun is just stunning the main choke point when the enemy team is retaking, so like this. The second stun is the same thing, but you're under heaven this time. And the third stun is if the enemy team has a killjoy and the killjoy uses ultimate right here and your team wants to fight it, you can stun like this. In a post plan on A, the flashes are pretty much the same thing as the stuns. We're just focused on the main choke point, so when the enemy team is retaking, we can flash this box here. Or this box right here. Just make sure you don't team flash anyone with these first 2. Otherwise we can flash this wall right here. Or if you want to catch people in the tunnel as well, we can also flash lower through the wall right here. The F choke in a post plan can go through this box here as the enemy team is retaking. Or if you've planted right here, you can also F choke through this box. Or if you planted here instead, you can also F choke through the floor like this. It's a bit tricky to line up though, so only do this one if the enemy team has smoked off a main so you don't die lining up an AF choke. If you're attacking B, there are 3 stuns. The first stun is just stunning mid if you think they're gonna aggress out of B main, so like this. The second stun has multiple variations depending on what you want to stun, so either you can stun at an angle like this, or you can stun the left side, or you can stun back side, or you can stun the right side. And the third stun is for A link, so if you have a jet that wants to dash A link from B main to catch the rotators over here, you can stun like this. If you're attacking B, the flashes can go on this side, or on this side of the container, or on this wall here. Or if your team wants to fight for A link, you can also flash up here. Or if your team wants to fight for C link, you can flash up here. And the AF choke can go backside together with a flash. Or if you want to fight for A link, you can also AF choke this together with a flash. In a post plan on B, there are a few stuns. The first one is just stunning the spike on tap. The second stun is stunning C-Link when the enemy team is retaking, so like this. And this is also doable from over here. Just make sure you don't do this too late from this spot because you might be caught with util in hand. And the third stun is the same thing but for A-Link this time, so we stun like this when the enemy team is retaking. And this is also doable from over here. Just make sure you don't get shot in the back while doing this. If you still have some flashes in the post plant, you can do the same thing as you do with the stuns. When the enemy team is retaking from C-Link, you can flash right here. Or when the enemy team is retaking from A-Link, you can also flash right here. If your teammates wants to fight for C-Link during the retake, you can flash this wall right here. And the same goes for A-Link. If they want to fight for A-Link, you can flash this wall right here. Or if you're playing outside the bomb site, you can flash this wall on tap. Or if the enemy team is trying to fight you outside B main, so over here, you can flash this box. This way you won't flash any teammates fighting over here or here, but you will flash the enemy. If the spike is planted either here or here, you can AF choke through the wall like this. You can also AF choke through the floor like this. Or if you're on the left side, you can just AF choke through the wall like this. If you're attacking C, there are 3 stuns. The first stun hits this corner plus over here, so like this. The second stun just hits backside, so like this. And the third stun hits this corner, plateau, and below plateau. Or if you're going with your team into garage, you can also do this stun. It will hit logs, backside, and below the plateau. The flashes can go on the edge of the roof right here. Just be careful with this one though if you have teammates coming out of tunnels, because this one does partially flash the tunnels. Otherwise you can also flash this corner right here. This will cover over here and also this corner. Or you can just flash backside. Or if you're with your teammates in garage, you can also flash like this. So just to the right of this fan blade looking thing. This will hit logs, backside, below plateau, and on top of the plateau. Just make sure your teammates haven't exited C long yet, because if they're over here front side, they might be team flashed. The aft chuck can go either in this corner right here, below plateau, or backside together with a flash. In a post plan on C, there are 3 stuns. The first stun is just stunning the main choke point when the enemy team is retaking, so over here. The second stun is the same thing, but for tunnels this time, so when the enemy team is retaking through garage and tunnels, you stun like this. And the third stun is just stunning on tap if you plant it here or here, so like this. With the flashes, we're focusing on pretty much the same thing as with the stuns. When the enemy team is retaking from C-Link over here, we can flash this box. The same thing goes for the tunnels, but we can flash this wooden beam here, so we don't team flash anyone peeking over here. Or if you're playing C-Long, you can also just flash this wall on tap. If you're playing C-Long and C-Main has been smoked off, there's also an aftershock lineup for the edge of the box if you plant it right here. So you stand at the edge of the stairs like this, and then you're just gonna have to go to the left and watch your minimap until it's lined up. So right there. And the same thing goes for this box. You go to the edge of this wall here, you look at the minimap, you go to the left, so right there. Obviously this is very risky because you might be pushed through the smoke or spammed through the smoke while lining this up, but these are pretty much the only 2 aftershock lineups you can do if you want to do it on these 2 spots. If you're defending A, there are 4 stuns. The first stun will hit sewers plus lobby, so like this. The second stun is a challenge A long, so when the enemy team is over here, you stun like this. Be a bit careful when you do the stun, because there's probably going to be someone over here that is unaffected by the stun, so don't peek too wide or for too long. And the third stun is if you're playing backside and the enemy team is executing, and you can stun the main choke point like this. And stun number 4 is for short, that you could do it either from here or from here. If you have a teammate playing over here, you can flash sewers for them like this. You can also flash this box here when the enemy team is executing. Just make sure you don't team flash anyone with this one. And then you can also flash this box here when the enemy team is coming up the ramp. And this flash is also doable from A link, so if you have a teammate that wants to pick short from over here, you can flash through the wall like this. This flash is also doable from A link, so if you have a teammate that wants to peek short from over here, you can flash through the wall like this. When the enemy team is executing, you can aftershock this box here together with a flash. And the same thing goes for the right side. When the enemy team is going up short, they want to scale back side, you can aftershock the right side together with a flash. But again, just make sure you don't team flash anyone, because this does flash this and this. If you're playing Link, you can also aftershock to this wall here, either to force the people on short to commit or to go back. If you're retaking A, there are 3 stuns. The first stun will cover this spot plus this spot, so like this. The second stun will cover this spot plus short, so like this. And the third stun is for this spot plus under tower, so like this. Just make sure you don't have any teammates in tower when you do this one though, because it will hit tower as well. The aftershock in a retake can go right here to clear this corner, or you can clear behind the box. There's also an aftershock lineup to clear most of under tower, so if you look at the floorboards, you can see 3 white spots. So you sit in this corner, you aim at the white spots, and this clears most of under tower. And the flashes can either go through this wall to hit under tower, or right here to clear this corner, behind the box, or short. A bonus setup you can do on A is if you're retaking A with a killjoy ult right here, wait until there's a few seconds left until the killjoy ult goes off, and then you stun an aftershock down here, so like this. This way they'll be forced to either swing into the killjoy ult or die to the aftershock. If you're defending B, there are 5 stuns. The first stun is for front side B, so when the enemy team is executing, you can stun like this. This is really only worth doing if you have more teammates waiting around C and A link, because going in alone with this stun will only get you killed. The second stun is an aggressive stun, so if you have a teammate in garage that wants to fight over here, you can stun like this. And the third stun is for double door, so if you have a killjoy turret right here, or maybe an alarm bot or tripwires over here with a teammate playing in the tunnels area, you can stun double doors on contact like this. And this is also doable from A because the stun is so long. And stun number 4 is for the tunnels areas. When the enemy team is splitting C through tunnels, we can stun like this. Or if the enemy team has already taken front side, we can stun more to the right and hit the window and front side. Just be careful about the mid lurk when you do this. Stun number 5 is for A short, so if the enemy team is splitting A through sewers and going up short like this, you can stun like this. Or if the enemy team has already taken front side A, you can stun like this. And the last stun is if you're playing backside B and you hear the enemy team executing, you can stun like this. You can also outshock front side like this. This might stop the push altogether, or at least slow it down. The flashes can go on the left side right here, or front side, or on the right side. Or if you want to fight from mid, you can flash this wall right here. And then there's a flash for garage as well, so same thing as the stun. You have a killjoy turret here, maybe tripwires or an alarm bot over here. Someone playing in tunnels. On contact, we're gonna flash behind the box. So if you look at the minimap, we're gonna hit the box right now. This way we won't flash our teammates, but we will flash anyone coming through double doors. If you're backside, the afshot can go on the left side to try and isolate a duel together with a flash. And the same thing on the right side. Or if you're playing Link, you can also try and cancel the plant right here. You can also listen for a Sova drone from right here. This isn't very common though, but it does happen. If you're retaking B, there are 3 stuns. The first stun will cover B back, front B, and all the way down mid, so like this. And then you can also use the Navchok right here to clear anyone in this corner. The second stun is for this corner plus all the way down here, so like this. And then you can use the Navchok right here to force anyone in this corner to swing. And the third stun is for a Link, and we're going to catch this corner, and also this corner, so like this. Or if you know that someone is in this corner or on top of the box, you can also stun like this. The Navchok in your retake can either go right here, or it can go right here on default. Or you can use it to clear this corner, or you can use it down here to clear this corner. If you're retaking B and you're coming from C Link, we can flash this row of boxes right here, so like this. This will cover default, this corner, front side, and also anyone holding an angle from B main over here. You can also flash B back like this, or front side right here. Or if they're out in middle, you can flash this wall here, or down here. If you're coming from A Link and this is smoked off, I would flash this wall here because they might be very close to the smoke. Otherwise, you can flash front side right here. You can also flash outside to clear this corner and mid, so right here. Or if you make it all the way up, you can also flash down here. If you're defending C, there are 4 stuns. The first stun is for C long, so if the enemy team is executing C, you can stun like this. The second stun is more of a timing stun, so if the enemy team is splitting C through garage, you can stun like this to try and catch them as they're coming out of tunnels. The third stun is the same one as on B, so if you have a killjoy turret here, maybe an alarm bot here or a tripwire, or maybe someone just fighting from window, you can stun like this on contact. And the last stun is to help B side, so if you have a teammate playing backside, maybe the enemy team is executing B, you can stun front side like this. If you're defending C, you can flash this box here. Otherwise, if you have a teammate playing plateau, you can also flash below plateau like this, so you don't team flash. The Navchok can go front side C like this. This is especially useful if the enemy team has a jet, because the jet will probably try to dash front side C right here, so we Navchok this to force anyone out. And then we can also flash into the Navchok. And we can also Navchok the right side here to stop them from scaling backside. Or we can Navchok the left side here to try and disrupt the split through garage. If you're retaking C, there are 5 stuns. The first stun is for backside over here, so like this. The second stun is for logs, default, and plateau, so like this. The third stun is for default only, so like this. This is better if you want to be closer to your teammates, so you can spam more util front side like this. The fourth stun will hit cubby and C long like this. You can also combo this with an Navchok into cubby like this. And then also flash the edge of cubby so you don't flash any of your teammates peeking long. And the last stun will hit C long over here, so like this. You can also combo this with an Navchok and or a flash. In a retake on C, you can flash up here. This is pretty much the same flash we do on attack. It will cover most of the bomb side. Just make sure your teammates have not exited the choke point when you do this one, because they will be flashed. We can also flash this box here if you want to flash below plateau. Or we can flash front side like this. We can also flash cubby right here. Or we can flash C long like this. In a retake on C, we can use our Navchok on this box here if we think someone is below plateau. Front side like this. Cubby like this. Or C long like this. And these are all very good to combo with a flash or a stun. Time for some examples, and we're going to start with an aggressive stun on A long.
80 on side.
Nice try. My
As you can see, this stun can be super strong. You just have to time it correctly, and if you do, they'll have nowhere to run. I use this stun in pretty much every single A pulse plant because I think it is the strongest one. They have nowhere to go, and it often results in at least one kill.
I guess.
This stun can provide insane value, but it does require help from your teammates, and this time I had help from my Brimstone, otherwise we would not have gotten 3 kills on this one. This is another one of those stuns I use pretty much every single time I play Haven. It is just so incredibly good at stopping executes or just straight up winning the round. Touching front side. Touching front side again. Go, go, go. I wanted to show the value of the default stun plus the flash spam front side. Everyone's stunned and everyone's flashed, and Phoenix ends up getting a lot of easy kills, and we ended up winning a 3v5. In this clip you can see how much value you can bring by just blocking off an entry point with your aftershock. 3 people from the enemy team are coming out of the C long smoke, and they're probably expecting the rest of the team to come out of the tunnel smoke, but they cannot because they're blocked by the aftershock. I hope this Haven guide helps some of you, and thank you so much again for watching.